Hi, welcome back to the channel. Today I'll be giving you an overview of the exterior lights on my 2021 Tesla Model Y. If you're considering the purchase of a Model Y and are wondering how the exterior lights work and what they look like for Model Ys sold in the US, or if you're just curious about what others see when you're driving your Model Y, you've come to the right place. To activate the turn signal, push lightly to the first resistance point to activate a 3-flash sequence. Push harder to the second resistance point for a continuous signal, and lightly push the stalk in either direction to cancel the turn signal manually. Unlike in many other cars, the turn signal stalk returns to the center position after being activated, which can take some getting used to. The turn signals at the front of the car consist of an amber strip just below the headlight. There are also amber LEDs incorporated into the side repeater camera assemblies, and unlike in the Model 3, the rear turn signals flash amber as well. Early Model Ys that were built in the first few months of production actually had the same setup as the Model 3, where the strip was actually red and was used for both the turn signal and the brake light. Somewhere around August of 2020, Tesla switched to this new design, where the brake light is now the outer portion of the taillight as shown here. Personally, I'm glad they switched to the new design as the brake lights are much larger and the amber color of the turn signals makes them stand out from the brake lights. Speaking of the taillights, whenever the parking lights or headlights are switched on, a red LED strip illuminates on each taillight. When you press the brake, the outer portion of this strip glows a brighter red. Putting the car into reverse, the reverse lights are white LEDs as shown here, and the pedestrian warning system activates. Here's what everything looks like if you're in reverse while pressing the brake with your turn signal on. The license plate lights are also white LEDs, and the Model Y has a high-mounted LED center brake lamp as shown here. Now on to the headlights. The front headlight assemblies include LED low and high beams, which as of May 2021 were still the old reflector design for the long-range Model Y as you can see here. The headlights, like almost everything else, are controlled using the center touchscreen. Next to the auto setting for the headlights, there's a button to turn the auto high beam feature on or off, but for vehicles like mine made after April 27, 2021, auto high beam is automatically enabled whenever you engage auto steer. Also, one thing to note is when you press the brake to put the car into drive or reverse, the lights always go back to auto even if you manually turn them off before, which is by design and is mentioned in the owner's manual. So, if you park your car in a garage, don't be surprised when your headlights turn on every time you start to drive. If it's not dark enough for the automatic headlights to turn on, LED daytime running lights turn on instead. Turning on the parking lights dims these lights slightly while also turning on the tail lights, license plate lights, and side marker lights. The Model Y also includes white LED accent lights in the front fog light assemblies. When the parking lights are on, it is also possible to activate the LED fog lights independently of the headlights as of software version 2021.4.18.10. The car also lets you turn on both the fog lights and headlights together, but if you activate the high beams, the fog lights turn off as you can see here. Also, when you activate the high beams, the lights tilt upward slightly, which is hard to see here, but you can hear the mechanism moving. When driving at night, the headlights do a decent job at lighting up the road ahead, and turning on the high beams lets me see far enough down the road to avoid any potential obstacles. The fog lights add some additional visibility by illuminating the road immediately in front of the vehicle. For the last part of this video, I stopped in a parking lot to show you the differences in illumination between the fog lights and the headlights. Here's how bright it is with just the fog lights on. Here's what it looks like with just the headlights. And here it is with both the headlights and the fog lights on. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments below. And if you like this video, be sure to like and subscribe. Until next time, this is Bri the Tesla Guy.